EPS number 11C, describe how the Federal Reserve uses the tools of monetary policy to promote price stability, full employment, and economic growth. The monetary policies, there are three monetary policies that the Federal Reserve uses. The first that we'll talk about is the required reserve ratio, which is known simply as the RRR. This is the ratio of reserves to deposits that required by the banks to have. If the RRR is 10%, the bank may loan out 900 of every $1,000 that it holds. So, you know, if I deposit $1,000 in the bank, United Community Bank or one of the other local banks could loan out 900 of that, and they must keep 10% of it, which is $100, in their reserves. Right now, the reserve requirement is about 2 or 3%. It's extremely low. Therefore, you know, the banks are just lending money like crazy. This obviously pumps money into the hands of the consumers, increasing demand and also increasing the supply of the dollar, which increases or decreases the value of the dollar. So this lowering the RRR makes it easier to get money. Therefore, it creates inflation. Raising the RRR would create stagflation or deflation. The next one is to adjust the discount rate. Reducing the discount rate lets banks borrow from the Fed at a low rate. The discount rate at the beginning of the year was in the above 6%, I think up around 7%. They reduced it down to 2.5%, had another cut to 2%, and now it's down at 1 or 1.5%. And so what that means is it's very, very easy for banks to get money from the Federal Reserve, therefore flooding the market with money and making it very easy to get money, causing there to be a high supply of money and causing inflation. So this is another example of loose money policy, but they feel like the Federal Reserve, I guess, feels like they have to do this in order to keep the banks afloat, because if the banks don't, then they won't have the money to lend. They won't lend to each other, they won't lend to people, and it's just creating a major credit crisis within our country. The third and most important monetary policy tool is open market operations, which is the buying and selling of government securities such as bonds. When the stock market started to go down sharply in September and October, people pulled their money out of the stock market and started to buy government bonds. Foreign banks, foreign companies, foreign individuals also started to pull their money out of the euro, out of foreign currencies, and dump them into U.S. Government bonds. This definitely strengthened the dollar, you know, because people were taking their money out of circulation and dumping them into 2- and 3- and 5-year government bonds. Basically, the bond seller deposits money from the sale into the bank. This starts the money creation process to decrease the money supply. The Fed sells these government securities, and the money paid for the bond is taken out of circulation, and the reserves are reduced. So we have some mixed things happening right now. But at the same time, the Federal Reserve as all this money is being taken out, and you know, these treasuries are being purchased by individuals and businesses, the Federal Reserve is also pumping trillions of dollars into the economy of money that has just been kind of made out of thin air. Now, when the people get the money back out of the treasuries and put it back into circulation, I think we will definitely see great inflation. There's no way, due to the fact that we are following loose money policy tools on all three of the monetary policy tools, there is no possible way that we will not have inflation and, you know, possibly a degree of hyperinflation in coming years. So, you know, again, rates need to go up, probably the RRR needs to go up, and you know, we need to you know, get some people investing in the United States government to and investing in, not the government, but the in United States treasuries, excuse me, to increase or decrease, slow down inflation a little bit, you know, and get this thing under control just a tad.